Hi guys, we're gonna do an unboxing today. I am doing Castle Gold 72 set, which is an oil colored pencil set, versus Caron D'Ache, and this is the portrait set. So what we're going to do is unbox them. We're going to talk about the quality of the materials, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. As you may know, Castle is a fraction of the price that that Caron D'Ache is. So we're just going to see what we think about the set. So let's unbox it first. Here we go. It's got a gold range color pencil chart, and I joined the Castle Club today, and it's got the color product guide. So it's got a lot of support information. Join the Castle Club. Gold standard selection, finest quality oil-based colored pencils, and a step-by-step guide to creating the Castle Gold Freeze. Now, one of the questions that I really want us to delve into is the actual color, how much of a life is it going to have as far as life fastness is concerned? Smear proof application, waterproof capability, high level of life fastness. So this is about a third of the price of Caron D'Ache. So we're really kind of being unfair in a sense to ask Castle to stand up to the standards of Caron D'Ache. But let's just check it out and see, shall we? Because I bought the portraiture set of Caron D'Ache, we're going to be fair and do the skin tone of this drawing to check it out. So now there are a lot of colors in our set. They come pre-sharpened, and that's nice too. So I am looking for the tray that's going to have the color scheme that I'm looking for. So I'm going to choose this tray because these are the tones right in here that might work best for me. So I'm starting out with just your basic tone. Now this one, Castle Arts, it says it's a Cad Orange Light, 74 GP. So let's give this a shot. Now normally when we're doing art, we do a little swatch. We're gonna wanna see, can you see what I'm seeing? We're gonna wanna see just what shade we're producing here. So I've started off with my lines, and then I'm doing circles because I'm trying to get, just skin tone doesn't have lines on it. And then I'm going, now that I've got a base, I'm going back in and I'm applying some pressure to get a true sense of this crayon. It feels nice in the hand. It feels like as if there's smoothness to the pencil, which is super duper. So let's go back through. The reason why I bought such a variety of colored pencils was because I was having some frustration using a different brand, and I stopped the portrait because I wasn't happy with the results. But now I think we're going to be able to find some better results, and I'll be able to be happier continuing this portrait. So I shouldn't have colored in this part. I'm trying to do half Caron D'Ache and half Castle. I know it's going to be a little bit different as far as color goes, but we'll just give it a try and just see what we make of it. So as I said, the set already came sharpened. So one of the things that we want to look for is how easy the lead is sharpenable. Does it crumble? Does the pencil casing have issues as well. Like there's so many different things, variables that go into choosing a good product. And the other thing I said was, well, we're not really being all that fair to Castle in the sense that, so I'll keep that out so we know we've used it. I'm not being fair to Castle in the sense that it's, you know, the quality that Caron D'Ache is supposed to provide for the price. We're going to find out whether or not there's a similarity or whether I wasted my money. So I'm going in again, checking to see what the color is and how it's going to play with this neighbor. You can't see that, can you? So here, I'm working with it. It's getting a pinker tone for a peachy kind of complexion. And it blends nicely. And I haven't even done any burnishing or anything at this point. That's pretty nice. So it's gonna work to give me some more mid-tones. And when I layer it, to give me some more darker tone in here. So what do you think so far? I'm finding that the colors are really working for me. It's a nice illustration project to work with. And I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. I'm gonna burnish actually at this point. And then I might add a little bit of blues in for the shade in this image. Or I could go in with a Payne's Gray or something. We're just burnishing here. It's okay to leave some of the paper more of its own. Leave the white. You don't have to color it with any pigment. The white is just helping us to burnish and put the pigments together more. I'm going to use a bit here on her nose too, and this half of her forehead. Okay, so we were going to go in with a little bit of a gray tone. And because there are so many pencil crayons to choose from, the variety is nice. And this is Dove Gray. And as again, just so you know, it is part of the gold series. And I'm just going to go in at her hairline. Yes, you can go in over top of burnishing. Or you should be able to. It is coming there. It's very subtle. But that's what Dove Gray is. Subtle. There, you can really see it. So far it's doing much better compared to the pencil crayon that I had in the first place. I'm gonna put some in her hair too, some of this color. Nice. I'm gonna go with a cooler gray. Charcoal gray. You can see her ear there now. Something's happened with the shading that's really brought that to life. So what do you think? Should I add a little of the browns in there so we know what color it is we're trying to achieve for her hair? I'm going to go back through the gray again, and I'm going to go over her eye area. Back to burnishing. So you can see the difference between the other brand, which I'm not going to mention right now, which was a really expensive brand of pencil crayon, compared to what I'm able to get out of Castle. And Castle is not an expensive brand, but I am really liking so far the way it's feeling. So, shall we try Caron D'Ache, the portrait pack, and see how it stands up to this? So the way the Castle is constructed, it has two handy hole spots on one side, and on the other side it's got the little loopy thing. So that's nice that it can make ease of tray mixing super fast. Let's close that up. And here we go with Caron D'Ache. All right, it's got a highest light fastness ASTM standard, Swiss made, permanent pencils with a smooth lead and exceptional light fastness. And again, this is the portraiture one. So they're sharpened as well. And it's got a pamphlet that shows all the different varieties and kinds of kits you can get. 100 assortment, 76 wooden box. But check it out for pricing. And here we go with quality. So I'm going to choose, actually I'll leave this out for a second. It's got a nice foam insert, like it's very high quality, and even the inside of the box is foam. So that's really cool. I'm going to take some colors. I've got, what's it say here? Dark Flesh. And I can hardly even read that. 068 anyway. Maybe you could read it. And we're going to go in, do some shading on this side. Now I know I already went in with Castle, but it's also nice to know whether or not the brands are compatible. And they seem to be fine so far. So this is the darker side of the portrait anyway, so I'm okay to go a little deeper. So it's also got a nice feel to the consistency of it. So as I said, this is where the shade is going to be coming in, so I can go deeper anyway. It feels nice. And now we're going to try this lighter one. Something red. I'm just going in lightly. And now I've got my white to burnish with, which is right here. I'm moving into the castle spot too, just again, does it play nice with others? Burnishing feels fluid, nice. I'm really liking it. So we can do some of the hair. I'm picking out some browns. So this set only has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20 pieces in the set. So here's a dark indigo, so that's dark blue, so that's a big hard no. Don't want that. And the rest are blue. So I only have one brown, and it's Carmine Lake. What color is Carmine Lake going to give us? Dark. Well, that's okay, because this is, again, the darker side of the portrait. Coloring in the direction, painting or penciling in the direction that the hair is going. Apply more pressure or I want more pigment. some consistency with color. And brushing. So it looks like I'm going to have to go back in with some more browns because this is almost too red. But once the brown's in there, it should be fine. Okay, so last test is, how is it with a pencil sharpener? So, I'm just sharpening this one, and I'm using this, your standard sharpener. I'll show you which one. It sharpens smoothly. The wood has a nice quality to it. Excuse me. Now we're going to go in with some browns and sharpen a brown while I'm seeing if the colors play nicely together. Again. Lots of browns in the castle kit. So I'm going to pick a few of the shades. So this is the off-camera stuff here. I'm starting out some of the browns and putting them together with some purples, so I really didn't want that. Okay, got quite a handful here. Look at all these browns to choose from in the gold collection. That's quite a few. So I'm going to go in with some of the deep brown. Magenta, is that too red? What do you think? I think that's too red. Let's try yellow ochre. Oh, that's lovely. That's more what I wanted, where those blonde spots are in the hair, and sepia. I'm looking at the crossover. So yellow ochre and sepia are winning so far. What happens if I put a little gray with that? Dove gray again, to see what it does for tonal values. It cools it. So I'm going to look for the charcoal gray. I have a slate gray here too. I'm going to try the slate gray. So this is slate gray. Now that's nice. See, this is what it is by itself. But that's really nice. So there we go. All right, so here we have the final project. It's completed using both Caron D'Ache and Castle pencil crayons, the oil set in Castle. The quality is excellent. The lead in both pencil sets are exquisite, and the blending worked well with a variety of different mediums. As you saw, I used something I've never tried before, this melts, as well as my burnishing, which is just a white pencil crayon. Any white pencil crayon will do. It's not going to add color to your artwork necessarily. It just helps the pigments to play nicely together. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in comments what you'd like to see me do next. Also, if you click on my comments, you'll see links to both Caron D'Ache and to Castle, so you can further explore these quality mediums. Bye for now.